Hello there, everyone. My name is Elise, and I'm the owner of a small business called Tiefling Trinkets. I'm currently in the midst of a month-long market prep for a vendor event that I'm doing on March 14th called the Market of Marvels. So I thought that I would bring you along with me while I finish all of these items that I'm going to be bringing with me in March. So hopefully over the next few weeks, you can come along with me as we finish preparing for my event. I thought that to start off today, we could go over all of the items that I have already made. That way we can figure out a more concrete plan for the next couple weeks of what I want to accomplish and what I want to make. And just overall, how I want to structure my time to best optimize all of the items that I can get done before the event. So that being said, I do have a lot of inventory left over from my market that I did in November. So I'm going to be adding that on, and it's given me a nice little jump start towards all of the items that I'm going to be bringing with me to the event in March. So I'll just hold the plushie up, and then I'll also put an itemized price on the screen for y'all so that you can see my plans for the event and my pricing for the items that I'm going to be bringing. So why don't we go ahead and get started? So first up, I've got my Chunky Mushroom Boy. This is a pattern by Royal Wear Crochet, and I'll be selling them for $9 each. I currently have 3 of them. I want to have a lot more by the time that we get over to the market. So we'll definitely be making more of him. Next up is the Leggy Star by Naomi._.crochet on Instagram. She has this pattern listed for free, which is super sweet of her, and it's just so darling. I did modify it so that I crochet the arms and the legs directly in. Hers are sewn on at the end, but I do really think this one's really great for markets. I'll be selling these ones for $12 each. Right now, I believe I have 5 yellow ones, a purple one, and a green one. I'm hoping to make just a couple more of these as well. My next pattern are the Peekaboo Pixies by Wonder Crochet. I love this pattern. It is so cute, and the pixies are just the perfect size to fit like in your pocket. The pattern itself has little homes that they can go in so that they like pop out of them, but I'm going to just sell them as pocket pixies at the market that I'm going to. But there's a bunch of different hairstyles, a bunch of different dresses that you can put onto the pixies. Right now I've got 4 of them. I've got this one that's a garden fairy with her little space buns. And then I've got this one that looks a little bit like Tinkerbell. And then I've got this purple pixie with a little ponytail. And then I've got this light talent pixie. They're just so darling. I'm in love with this pattern. I'm going to be selling these ones for $18 each. My next plushie I'm going to be bringing is the Tiny Dragon by Avalon Crochets. These ones work up so quickly, and they're really good for market makes because you can make a lot of them. I'm going to be selling these ones for $22 because I've included a magnet inside the belly so that you can put a magnet under your shirt and then it'll stay on your shoulder as a little shoulder pet. So I've been making a bunch of these ones in a variety of colors. I've got a couple of them just here on my desk so that you can see kind of the color variations that we have here. I've got some green ones, some purple ones. I've got a lot. And I've got a lot of these ones half done. So they just need wings or the little tail spikes or the back spikes. So we'll be finishing a lot of these in the next couple weeks. Up next on the list is the Gelatinous Cube. So this is a pattern that I designed myself. He is one of those gelatinous cube monsters that you see in Dungeons and Dragons, where he sucks up all of the bones and swords and things that he finds along the dungeon as he's coming towards you. But I do have only him made so far. I have all of the pieces made for 2 more, so all I need to do is finish sewing him together and putting all of the pieces onto him, but then I will have 3 gelatinous cubes to bring with. I'll be selling these ones for $38 at the market. Moving right along, the next pattern I have are these mermaids. So I've got 3 of these mermaids made for my market. I've got this pink-tailed mermaid with this aqua hair. She's got little buns. And I've got this one that looks like Ariel. And then I have this purple-tailed mermaid, and she's got a little flower in her hair. So cute. These ones are by the Friendly Red Fox. She has a blog. These are a free pattern, and then I'm going to be selling them for $40. All right, next thing is the Goblin. The Goblin is a pattern that I designed myself. He is loosely based off of the goblins from the Spiderwick Chronicles, where they're mostly mouth. So I've made 3 of these guys, and he's got a little tail in the back, but super happy with this pattern, and I think I might be releasing the pattern in the next coming months, so that other people can make goblins as well if they'd like to. These guys I'll be selling for $40 at the market. Similar to the other mushroom pattern, I have this mushroom sprite. This is a pattern by Easy Crochet Patterns, and I'll be selling these ones for $43. I've got this one and this like brown mushroom as well. I have 2 more red ones that are coming too. So right now we've got 4 total of these mushroom sprites. Next is the Minotaur. This Minotaur is so fun to make. He takes a little bit of time just because he's so large, but I loved making him, especially with the little nose ring. I feel like a lot of times plushies don't get accessories like that, but he's just so precious. This is actually a pattern by Ricky Gustafson, and Ricky Gustafson wrote a book this pattern out of. It's the Crochet World of Creepy Creatures and Cryptids. And there are so many patterns in this book that I want to do. I don't know if I'll have enough time to actually do all of them for the market, but I'm really, really hoping that I can do a few more. Maybe specifically Mothman, and there was another one that was really cute. Oh, here's Mothman on the back. There was another one that was really cute in here that I really wanted to do. I can't remember off the top of my head, but we'll do that in the planning stage. Oh, I forgot. The Minotaur. So I'm going to be selling him for $50. My next pattern is my bestseller for my Etsy. These are my owl bears. The pattern for this one is by Complicated Knots, and these guys I sell for $60. Right now I only have these 2. So I've got this cave owl bear, and then this was a snowy owl bear that I added some extra colors to. I think he kind of looks a little bit like a panda bear, but I'm still going to call him a snowy owl bear. But I've got these 2 right now. I've also got a all light brown bear almost done. I call those ones the forest bears. So I think I'll probably end up having just the 3, but we'll see if I can make any more before March. I don't know if I can fit this one on the screen. I might need to back up. So this one is a big black dragon. The crochet pattern is by Crochet by Jenna. This is her no-sew dragon amigurumi pattern. But I used Burnett blanket yarn to make him extra big. And I did give him a club tail. I'm planning on embroidering some silver on there to make it a morning star tail before we end up taking him. But he is so cute. The only issue is Burnett blanket yarn is really expensive. So I'm going to have to sell him for $75. And my last crochet plushie that really fits my theme, I have a few more that I'm debating bringing or not, but the last one that fits my fantasy theme is this big red dragon. The pattern for this dragon is by Stringy Ding Ding. It's a free pattern on their website. But he was so fun to make. He took a really long time because the pattern is actually made with acrylic yarn. And so I was expecting him to be way smaller and take way less time because, I don't know, I just thought he was going to be smaller, but he is massive. So this guy is going to be coming with me for $95. So we'll see if he finally sells over there. So all in all, that is everything that I have that matches the theme of fantasy, Dungeons and Dragons that I'm planning on bringing to my market in March. So from there, I think we have a pretty good idea along the lines of what I'm looking for to bring over to my market. So I do have to go to choir. So when we come back, we'll do all of the planning. It's going to be a little bit darker because the sun is setting so early now. But when we come back from choir, then we'll go ahead and plan everything for the next 4 weeks. Okay, just kidding. It's actually tomorrow already. So this is what I had written down already for my plans for the market. I feel like we really need to narrow this down. So I marked off the mini mushrooms. Those were the bigger mushroom boys that I showed. I think those are good. For the magnetic dragons, I'm thinking having 3 of each type would be sufficient enough. So I'll go through and mark those off in a moment. These are the No-So dragons, the big black one that I showed. I'd like to get a few more colors. The Rose Fairy I have halfway done, but I don't think I'm going to get a pink one done. Mermaids, I feel like maybe making 2 more might be pretty good. Mushroom Boys, I want to do a couple different colors. Owl Bears, I'd like to do 2 of each of these, but I think 1 snowy is good. The Standing Dragons, I have finished that one, but I don't know if we'll get to blue and black, and then the Leggy Stars. So I feel like I want to add just a couple more things.
So now that I have all of the items listed out that I want to make, I'm going to just break it down into each week going up until the market. So we've got this week, we've got next week, and we've got the week before. So I'm going to just write out everything that I hope to accomplish during that time, and we'll see if we can actually get through all of these items before the event on the 14th of March. So from there, I'm also going to be making a packing list. I haven't actually done that yet, but once we get a little bit closer, we'll make sure we have all of the items that I need for my table. But other than that, I think that this is a pretty solid plan.
But anyways, thank you all so much for watching my video today. And I'm going to go ahead and link any of the patterns that I used down in the description box below. That way y'all can make any of the plushies that you saw in this video if you want to. If you have any comments or suggestions for me for my market in March, go ahead and leave those down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Other than that, happy crocheting. I'll see you real soon.